Hello everyone, in this video I'll be translating and summarizing the latest Urdu broadcast by Moeed Pirzada to make it accessible for our English-speaking audience. Let's go through the key developments and insights in Moeed Pirzada's words. My topic today in this vlog is not Madam Awami Khan's press talk. My topic fundamentally is the emotionally charged debate taking place inside Pakistan over the past 24 hours after seeing the image of Nepal. How the youth there overturned the government and brought about a dramatic change. The main question being asked is, why doesn't this happen in Pakistan? I'm observing a highly emotional, sensational and misleading debate happening on Pakistani social media around this. I want to address that. Now, on September 10th, once again, Imran Khan had a conversation with his lawyers, and following that you saw 2 or 3 tweets on Imran Khan's Twitter handle in Urdu. His sister, Madam Awami Khan, also gave a press talk of about 19 to 20 minutes. I want to quickly summarize that. Their Twitter handles basically state what Awami Khan conveyed to us. The key points are, Awami Khan confirmed and asserted that Imran Khan's health is absolutely fine. She said he is alert and energetic. They just want a medical examination conducted by his own doctors and physicians. She clearly said that everything she is saying is Imran Khan's message. She also mentioned that his wife, Bushra Bibi, is unwell, experiencing dizziness and frequently falling. She needs to be seen by an external private physician. A petition has been submitted to the court in this regard. The court agreed in principle, but nothing concrete has come of it yet. They will continue trying. She also relayed Imran Khan's message that his sisters and his wife are non-political characters. His sisters are only conveying his message, and his wife, a non-political figure, has suffered greatly because of him. Once again, it was emphasized that no wife of any non-political figure in Pakistan's history has suffered in this way, targeted and harassed, just to break Imran Khan mentally. Then, Awami was asked about the Tayyab Balok incident. She laughed it off confidently. Tayyab Balok, a journalist and president of the Supreme Court Press Association, was reportedly manhandled. Awami Khan offered her explanation about that. Then came Imran Khan's message about Afghanistan, an emotional one. Even if you see it on Twitter, Awami described it too. He says that Pakistan's attacks, drone strikes and military operations inside Afghanistan should stop. The KP government and Chief Minister Ali Amin Gandapur should take a clear stance on this. Reporters asked a sharp question about Ali Amin Gandapur's current situation. Some are saying he should go to Afghanistan because he can't even visit Imran Khan. On this, Awami Khan skillfully dodged the question like a seasoned politician. Imran Khan never had this level of political skill. She wore the raincoat and deflected, saying, "I am only conveying Imran Khan's message." Beyond that, I cannot comment. Then, Imran Khan's message touched on the Hamudur Rahman Commission report. He said it took nearly 3 to 4 years to prepare. Hundreds of civil and military officers, Air Force, Navy, Army, were interviewed, and based on their recollections and opinions, the report was made. The central point of that report was, General Yahya Khan created the conditions that led to the fall of Pakistan in 1971, just to cling to power for 10 years. Imran Khan draws a parallel to General Asim Munir, suggesting that Pakistan is not under martial law but under General Asim law, that he too is playing with the nation's future for personal power. Now, I want to repeat, this wasn't my main topic. On Pakistani social media, dramatic and sensational visuals from Nepal are being shared. Ministers' homes attacked, former PM KP Ollie's house stormed, manhandling of wives, beating up the finance minister, military evacuating ministers and elites by helicopter, houses being raided. Then people speculate, if this happened here, how would Bilawal Bhutto, Rana Sanaullah or Mariam Nawaz escape? All of this is being dramatized on social media. And then there's a deeper question being raised. What is wrong with Pakistanis? Why can't we do this? Are we cowards? Spineless. On Twitter, a seemingly attractive Nepali woman appeared in a video lecture, unclear whether she is really Nepali, Indian or Pakistani, mocking Pakistanis and shaming them. See what we did to our powerful ministers. You should also have the courage to free Imran Khan from jail. I shared that video with a question. Is she really Nepali? Perhaps a heartbroken Pakistani made her say this. I had put up a Twitter poll 24 hours ago in Urdu asking, why hasn't Nepal-style change occurred in Pakistan despite more suffering here? 4 options were given. Pakistanis are cowards, Pakistan is ruled by the military, Islamabad is an artificial city, external forces support the regime. Roughly 23,000 people responded. Results? 60% said Pakistanis are cowards, 34% said the military is the real government, 2% said Islamabad is artificial, 4% said external interference is the issue. In my view, this is backwards. I'm happy that 34% now understand, after a journey of 3 years, that Pakistanis are not fighting a government, they are fighting the army, which is both the government and the state. This point deserves to be number 1, should be 70 to 75% of the responses. The second important factor is external support, Western intelligence, military institutions, the deep states of the US and UK. They support Pakistan's current regime and military structure. Islamabad's artificiality is also important. Imran Khan kept calling people to Islamabad, but that was a flawed strategy. The city was designed specifically to protect the elite from public wrath. If the capital had remained Karachi or shifted to Lahore, political history would have been different. Islamabad was built to insulate power. Now there are pro-regime journalists, slick, well-groomed men, who are sent to TV to threaten people. One of them warned that if anyone tries to act like Nepal, the Punjab police, numbering 2.5 to 3 lakh, will crush them. I thought to myself, anyone with so much hair after 40 clearly doesn't use brain cells. People who use their brains tend to lose hair. These journalists' thick hair proves they've never used their minds. Now, to the actual differences between Nepal and Pakistan. At the outset, I want to make a few things clear. First, the idea that Pakistanis are cowards is, well, nonsense. It's just an emotional reaction. Political science and history simply don't support this argument. Second, Pakistanis are not cowards, they are confused. They lack direction. They've been brainwashed with false narratives, their minds filled with flawed ideas. Let's look at the facts. Since May 2022, after the military crackdown began, security forces raided thousands of homes, arrested and tortured people. About 5,000 or more people were arrested in various incidents, and that's not even counting the 10 to 20,000 detained after May 9th. Families were harassed, threatened with harm to their children. People were forced to sell homes and land just to pay legal fees. And really, the majority of this brutality happened in Punjab, which proves that Punjabis are not cowards either. Hundreds of people have died in this period, like in the November 26, 2024 Dee-Chowk massacre, whose full death toll is still unknown. People were tortured, held in solitary confinement, kept in disgusting, unsanitary conditions, sometimes in cells with no toilets or toilets filled with year-old waste. Children were threatened. Families were shown school photos of their kids to coerce compliance. So to say Pakistanis are cowards is frankly absurd. Now, a crucial point before I proceed, this tyrannical regime in Pakistan is bound to collapse. It's only a matter of how and when. But it won't fall like Nepal's in 2 days. It'll be a long, terrible collapse, a struggle lasting years, not days or weeks. That breakdown has already begun in Balochistan and KP. It could be paused temporarily if Pakistan's top military brass realize what's happening. If they gather and convince General Asim Munir to step down, gracefully with full honours, it could help stabilise things, but honestly, I'm not optimistic. The number one problem is that Pakistan is not a normal state. In reality, Pakistan is a military non-civilian state. When young people in Nepal take to the streets, they do so against a government that has come and gone. That is transient, which was meant to go anyway, and they are reacting against that government. They are not reacting against Nepal itself. Nepal is a product of history and time. The creation of Nepal is a product of historical process. At the end of the 18th century in 1776, the Gurkha kingdom was formed, and since then, Nepal has continuously been an independent republic. The British tried to conquer it in the early 19th century, but the Nepali army, their Gurkhas, defended themselves very successfully. After that, the British Empire accepted Nepal's independence. So in Nepal, there is no issue that when people take to the streets and burn buildings, they are doing something against Nepal itself. But the problem inside Pakistan is that when you take to the streets, you're actually going against the army, because the army is the government there. When people protest against the army, it means they are actually protesting against Pakistan because the army is Pakistan. The army is the state. Let me explain further. This mental problem, this mind control inside Pakistan is deeply embedded. I believe more than 50% of people there think that Pakistan is the army. The army is Pakistan. Even the businessmen in Karachi, Lahore, Faisalabad have this idea in their minds. 100% of military officers think this way. The army is Pakistan. They consider themselves as Pakistan. And if you harm the army, if you somehow harm Pakistan's military, it means you are destroying Pakistan. There are visions in their minds, visions of the 1947 to 48 turmoil, the 1971 massacre, or other fearful images. They believe that if something happens to the army, Pakistan will be destroyed. So, when you talk against the army, you are in reality talking against Pakistan. Now, Majid has added another dimension to this. If you criticize someone like General Asim Munir, say his policies are not right, that he is selfish, then you are essentially criticizing the army. Criticizing the army means criticizing Pakistan. Criticizing Pakistan means criticizing the future of the people. This is the mental problem, this mind control or brainwashing of the Pakistani people. Now here is an example of brainwashing. A suicide bomber, when sent on a mission, is like a product of McDonald's, programmed to explode. In psychological terms, this is called construction of consciousness. The entire existence of the bomber shrinks to the point that he believes that by exploding, he is serving humanity, serving his community, destroying the enemy, and going to paradise. Whether or not he meets virgins or does a noble deed is irrelevant. He is brainwashed. A normal person is not ready to explode himself. So Pakistanis are not cowards or shameless, they are brainwashed. Due to the struggles of the past 3 years, a small percentage of Pakistanis have been able to come out of this brainwash, but most of the population remains trapped. The military regime in Pakistan continuously reinforces this fear and psychological problem through various actions, theatrics, and notes. Academics, professors, lecturers, civil servants, army officers, all of them are trapped within this mental construct. Now, what is the reality? The reality is very simple. Pakistan's creation did not involve any significant role of the army. Pakistan's creation was a political and constitutional process. The founder of Pakistan was a major politician and constitutional expert based on numerous debates, arguments, and legal processes. No shots were fired to create Pakistan. Whereas Nepal, where the army never imposed martial law and where no model or concept existed, actually came into being through military conflict. Between 1814 and 1816, when the British East India Company attacked Nepal, the Gurkhas fought and died. After about 2.5 years of fighting, the British were convinced that Nepalese were among the best fighters in the region. From then on, the tradition of recruiting Gurkhas into the British and Indian armies began. Remittances sent by these soldiers significantly contribute to Nepal's economy. So, Nepal is a creation of military conflict, an independent Nepal. Pakistan is not a creation of military conflict, it is purely a political entity formed by a political process. But the perception created in people's minds is that Pakistan is the army is Pakistan, and if anything happens to the army, Pakistan will collapse. People imagine Pakistan turning into Syria or Lebanon, but these are all bogus ideas. I myself once believed and propagated such nonsense. There is no truth in it. This is the mental construct that Pakistanis are trapped in. They are neither cowards nor shameless, they are confused, lack a sense of direction, intellectually poor, and do not understand things. The historical process has been hidden from them. They have been brainwashed through Pakistan's history. Pakistan television, Radio Pakistan, the Young newspaper, Urdu digests like Siara and Qaumi Digest, and journalists seen on TV, all are trapped within this constructed reality. Now, reality number 2 is interesting, and honestly, 99% of Pakistanis have no clue about it. Reality number 2 is that the Indian National Congress, which was the main political party in India, actually wanted Pakistan to be created. Despite what is popularly said that Pakistan was created by fighting the Congress and the British, the truth is that Congress wanted Pakistan to be created. If you read the discourse and books on this subject, you will find many references. Ajay Basaria, the last formal High Commissioner of India, wrote in his book, citing many sources, that the Indian National Congress thought that if they did not separate the Muslim League and Muslim politics by giving them something, the Muslims would never allow Congress to rule India without challenge. Congress therefore signed on paper to affirm Pakistan's creation through a political process. There was never a plan or a long, detailed strategy by Congress or other Indian political parties to eliminate Pakistan. The whole idea of an undivided India is bogus propaganda that has been fed to Pakistanis for 77 years. This is the difference that exists between Pakistan and Nepal. Many of you might be reaching for your pistols now. There's one person I know who uses the pseudonym Mulbatura Sahab. He represents this mental stasis, this tragedy of Pakistan, because he cannot comprehend the historical process. I'm sure he will write comments on this. When I say such things, people think India has paid me, that I am an agent of RAW or some other agency. But in Pakistan there are only two ways to stop people from thinking freely. Either declare that something is against Islam or accuse someone of being an Indian agent working with RAW. Moving on, our existential conflict is not with India. It was never with India. Now, about why Imran Khan's struggle does not move in the direction of Nepal. Imran Khan, the former Prime Minister of Pakistan, accepts this model that Pakistan is a non-civilian military state where governments come and go. When Imran Khan holds massive rallies and protests, 75 rallies and protests, he is essentially trying to convince the Pakistan military establishment that removing him and ending his government illegally was a big blunder. People support him and want new elections so he can come back. He does not believe he is wrong. Pakistan's history for the past 30 to 35 years, especially the 1990s, has been like a musical chair where Nawaz Sharif was removed, Benazir Bhutto was removed, then reconciliations happened, but these processes took 2 to 2.5 years. Imran Khan disrupted this whole process. Reflecting on the past 3 years, looking at the compact between General Bajwa and the Sharif family, it included external elements. That is why my survey on Twitter was controversial, and for some, Imran Khan was unacceptable for various reasons, including some conspiracies from the Middle East. The military did not allow Imran Khan to return. There are 3 phases of propaganda against Imran Khan. First, in 2022, military officers were brainwashed in their cantonment areas, garages and units, made to believe that Imran Khan is an enemy of the nation and the army, linked to external forces or mentally problematic. Second, in May 2023, a fake drama was staged to convince the military and the world that Imran Khan and his supporters were against the army. Third, the incident after Pahalgam, Operation Ban Masoor, an internal threat with Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf against the army. In April and May 2025, India attacked Pakistan's army, reinforcing the military's unity. An important event in this struggle was the appointment of General Asim Munir as army chief. He was appointed for 2 reasons: his hatred for Imran Khan, and because he was appointed out of merit. Otherwise General Sahir Shamshad or General Asar could have been appointed. Being out of merit means he is a favourite of the Sharif family. That is history. Coming back to Nepal, there is much excitement about Nepal's change in Pakistan. Nobody really knows Nepal's future. The government fell just 2 days ago, but this is not the first time such a government has fallen. There are strange images being created in Pakistan, like saying Nepal got freedom after 100 years. What nonsense! You must remember 3 fixed points about Nepal. First, Nepal is landlocked. Second, India has deep penetration in Nepal politically, culturally and economically. Nepalese can work in India without passports or visas. Remittances from India are a major part of Nepal's economy. Third, so the existential conflict is not with India. The existential conflict is within Pakistan itself. There is an existential conflict in Balochistan. There is an existential conflict in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. 45% of Pakistanis live below the poverty line. The existential conflict is that there is no solution for water. There is no proper management for floods. We do not have cheap energy for commercial production. We do not have quality education and quality food. This is the real existential conflict. Now, I don't know how many people truly understand this properly. I really don't, but I will see in your comments. I will wait for you. That wraps up our translation of Moeed Pirzada's video. I hope this English version helped you understand his message better. Please like, share and subscribe to Awami Lens to help our community grow. Don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of this effort.